Have you ever noticed your hands trembling when you try to hold a glass of water or write something? Maybe you've felt your grip getting weaker, your fingers not as steady as they used to be. It can be frustrating, even a little scary, right? Well, what if I told you that a 112-year-old Japanese doctor, yes, you heard that right, 112, shared a simple hand trick that can actually stop those shaky hands and bring back your strength, even after the age of 60. This technique isn't from a fancy gym or a modern medical device. It's something you can do right now, sitting at home, without any equipment. Stay with me till the end, because once you learn this, you'll never look at your hands the same way again. Your hands are far more than just instruments for holding, touching, or creating. They are a direct reflection of your brain's vitality, coordination, and overall health. When Japan's oldest doctor, Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, said, "The moment your hands lose strength, your brain begins to age," he was describing a deep biological truth that modern neuroscience now confirms. Every movement your fingers make is guided by intricate signals traveling between your brain and your body. The hands contain one of the densest networks of nerves in the entire body, meaning every squeeze, tap, or stretch sends feedback directly to your brain's motor cortex. When your hands grow weak or shaky, it's not simply a muscle problem. It's a sign that those neural connections are fading. That communication between your brain and your body is slowing down. That's why exercises that stimulate the hands do more than strengthen grip. They also strengthen the brain. It's a two-way relationship. When you activate your hands, you wake up your brain, and when your brain is active, your hands respond with steadiness and precision. The Japanese philosophy of medicine has long recognized this link. In traditional healing, the hands are seen as extensions of life energy, or ki. When the flow of this energy becomes sluggish, both physical and mental sharpness decline. Dr. Hinohara observed that older people who kept using their hands, whether through writing, drawing, gardening, or simple daily activities, maintained better focus, memory, and emotional balance than those who stopped engaging their fingers. Western science agrees. Studies show that people who engage in activities that involve fine motor skills, such as playing musical instruments or handcrafting, experience slower cognitive decline and better memory retention. The act of movement itself keeps neurons firing and encourages new neural pathways to form, preserving mental agility even in advanced age. So when your hands tremble or your grip weakens, it's not just a surface-level issue. It's your brain signaling that it needs stimulation. By practicing intentional hand exercises, you can send powerful feedback to the brain, telling it to strengthen those fading connections. This explains why even a simple daily hand movement can have such profound results. It doesn't just build muscle. It revives communication across the nervous system. Think of your hands as the switches that turn on your brain's circuits. When you stop using them purposefully, those circuits dim, but when you re-engage them, they light back up, refreshing your coordination, focus, and awareness. Every stretch, press, and motion you make is a signal of life traveling from your hands to your brain and back again, reminding your body that vitality still flows through you no matter your age. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara's Harmony Grip is one of the simplest yet most effective techniques to restore steadiness and strength to aging hands. It doesn't require any equipment, special training, or long routines, just your own two hands and a few moments of focused intention. The beauty of this exercise lies in how it simultaneously stimulates your muscles, nerves, and circulation while calming your mind. To perform it, you start by interlocking your fingers, palms facing inward, just like you would if you were holding your own hands in a moment of quiet reflection. Then, you gently squeeze your fingers together, feeling the slight pressure build across your palms and forearms. Hold that for about 5 seconds, then slowly release and relax your hands completely. Repeat this sequence several times, breathing deeply as you move. On the surface, it seems like a small motion, but beneath the skin, something remarkable happens. The gentle squeeze activates the small, stabilizing muscles that run from your fingers up through your wrists and into your forearms. Muscles that tend to weaken with age when they're not used regularly. This movement also presses on key acupressure points that influence nerve communication and blood flow, sending signals up to your brain's motor control center. Each repetition sharpens your coordination and awakens the neural pathways responsible for steady movement. With regular practice, those shaky or stiff sensations begin to fade as your hands remember how to move in sync again. The trick also enhances blood circulation, warming the hands and improving oxygen delivery to the tissues. That warmth you feel isn't just physical. It's a sign of your life energy reawakening, your body responding to stimulation after years of underuse. Dr. Hinohara often performed this exercise in the morning, believing it helped awaken both his hands and his mind. He described it as tuning an instrument before a performance, bringing the body back into balance before the day begins. The harmony grip lives up to its name because it harmonizes the body's systems, muscular, neural, and energetic. It strengthens without strain, calms without sedation, and revitalizes without stress. Over time, it reconditions your muscles to stay firm and controlled, giving you back the confidence to perform simple daily actions without fear of tremor or weakness. What makes it truly special is its accessibility. You can do it while sitting, standing, watching TV, or even before bedtime. It takes only a few minutes, yet its impact compounds over time, building steadier control and reconnecting your brain to the sensations in your hands. Many who have practiced it regularly report that their handwriting improves, their grip becomes firmer, and their overall coordination feels smoother. It's a reminder that small, mindful movements can carry enormous power when done with consistency and awareness. The harmony grip is not just a hand exercise, it's a conversation between your body and your mind, a gentle reminder that strength and control can always be restored with the right touch of intention and care. Consistency is the quiet force behind every transformation, especially when it comes to rebuilding strength and stability in the body after the age of 60. The human brain thrives on repetition. It learns through patterns, reinforcement, and practice. This ability to adapt and rewire itself is called neuroplasticity, and it doesn't fade with age. It simply slows down if it isn't used. Dr. Hinohara believed that even the smallest, most deliberate movements could awaken dormant neural connections and restore lost coordination. The more consistently you repeat an action, the more your brain remembers how to control it with precision. When you perform the hand exercises daily, you are essentially retraining your brain and nervous system to communicate smoothly again. Each repetition strengthens the neural pathways responsible for movement control, replacing shakiness with steadiness over time. Just as lifting weights builds muscle memory in the body, these repetitive hand motions build motor memory in the brain. But it's not about pushing hard or doing more, it's about showing up every day with gentle persistence. The brain doesn't respond to force, it responds to frequency. That's why practicing the hand trick for even a few minutes each day can bring noticeable improvement faster than doing it intensely once in a while. Every time you move your fingers, squeeze your palms, or stretch your hands, you're sending electrical impulses from your hands up to your brain. Those signals tell your nervous system that these areas are still active, still necessary, and still capable of growing stronger. Over time, the brain prioritizes those signals, reinforcing the connections that keep your movement stable and your grip firm. This process is what makes neuroplasticity so powerful. It allows your body to adapt at any age. The key is consistency, because without repetition, the brain forgets what it has learned. By practicing daily, You create a rhythm that your body begins to expect, a kind of inner training schedule where each session builds upon the last. You might not notice changes immediately, but slowly, the trembling becomes less frequent, your grip becomes more controlled, and your confidence returns. The transformation happens subtly, almost quietly, until one day you realize your hands feel lighter and steadier than they have in years. What's beautiful about this process is that it doesn't rely on external tools or treatments. It comes entirely from within you. Your body already has the ability to heal and rewire itself. Consistency is simply the key that unlocks that potential. Just like learning to play an instrument or mastering a skill, the body remembers through repetition. Each time you perform the exercise, you're teaching your brain that control is possible again. It's the act of showing up for yourself that brings the real change. With time, patience, and regular practice, the once shaky hands begin to respond like they did decades ago, and that quiet steadiness is proof that your body is still capable of incredible renewal when guided by consistent care. There's a deep connection between the hands and the emotions that most people overlook. Your hands react to what you feel. When you're anxious, you might clench your fists or rub your palms together. When you're calm, your hands naturally open and rest with ease. This link between physical movement and emotional state is the foundation of what Dr. Hinohara called the body's inner harmony. He often said that when your hands are healthy, your heart is peaceful, and when your heart is at peace, your body performs better. The hand exercises he taught weren't just physical therapy. They were emotional balancing techniques, disguised as simple movements. When you perform the gentle squeezing and releasing of the harmony grip, or stretch and tap your fingers, you're not just improving strength and stability, you're regulating your nervous system. These repetitive motions activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for calmness, relaxation, and restoration. The slow rhythm of movement, combined with steady breathing, helps the body release stress hormones like cortisol, while increasing circulation of oxygenated blood. As a result, your body begins to shift out of the fight or flight state that often keeps people feeling restless or anxious. Many people who practice these movements daily report a sense of calm spreading through their entire body within minutes. It's because the hands, rich in sensory nerves, act like switches that can soothe the brain when engaged rhythmically and mindfully. Japanese healing philosophy has long viewed the hands as energy centers, holding and releasing life force, or ki. By stimulating the fingers, palms, and wrists, you allow blocked or stagnant energy to flow freely again. This movement of energy doesn't just ease tension in the hands. It lightens the mind and restores emotional balance. The sensation of warmth that often follows these exercises isn't merely increased circulation. It's also a reflection of the body's energy waking up and harmonizing. It's no coincidence that people instinctively rub their hands together when they're cold, nervous, or trying to focus. This subconscious act naturally generates warmth and resets attention. Dr. Hinohara encouraged his older patients to treat their hand exercises as a form of moving meditation, suggesting that they breathe slowly, focus on each motion, and let their thoughts settle. Over time, this mindful approach creates a feedback loop where calm hands lead to a calm mind, and a calm mind improves motor control and coordination. When anxiety decreases, muscle tension also reduces, making movements smoother and steadier. What begins as a simple exercise transforms into a deeply grounding practice that enhances both mental clarity and emotional stability. The act of working with your hands becomes symbolic. It's a reminder that even in aging, control and balance can be reclaimed through presence and care. These exercises offer a way to reconnect with the self, not through effort, but through awareness, allowing strength, peace, and focus to flow together in perfect unison. Grip strength is far more than a measure of how tightly you can hold something It's a reflection of your overall vitality, resilience, and longevity. Research from around the world consistently shows that people with stronger grip strength tend to live longer, healthier lives, and that's no coincidence. The hands are directly connected to the cardiovascular and nervous systems, and maintaining their power keeps the body's internal systems functioning smoothly. Dr. Hinohara often said that a strong grip means strong life energy because it reflects the health of your circulation, your muscle tone, and even your heart. When the grip weakens, it signals that blood flow is slowing, muscles are losing tone, and the nervous system isn't firing as efficiently as it once did. This is why the hand trick he shared works so profoundly. It strengthens not only the muscles of the hands, but also the connections that keep your entire body coordinated and balanced. Each squeeze, stretch, and finger movement stimulates blood flow through the arms and into the heart, supporting better oxygen delivery throughout the body. Over time, this improved circulation leads to better organ function, higher endurance, and even sharper thinking because the brain benefits from enhanced oxygen supply. A firm grip also helps prevent one of the biggest dangers in older age, falls and injuries. Strong hands mean you can steady yourself and hold onto railings and perform daily tasks confidently without fear of losing control. But beyond the physical aspect, grip strength symbolizes independence. The ability to open a jar, carry groceries, or write comfortably may seem simple, yet these are acts of freedom that define quality of life as we age. Practicing Dr. Hinohara's exercises daily gives back that sense of control and confidence. The repeated movement of pressing, releasing, and stretching engages not only the muscles in your hands, but also the stabilizing muscles of your wrists and forearms, reinforcing the body's ability to move with precision. The warmth that builds up in your hands is a visible sign of life force reawakening, of your body remembering its strength. Each day you maintain this habit, you train your body to stay responsive, active, and alert. It's not about becoming stronger in a gym sense. It's about keeping the systems that sustain you alive and efficient. The Japanese view longevity not as a measure of years, but as a state of balance between energy and stillness, strength and softness. A steady, powerful grip represents that balance perfectly. It's proof that your inner vitality is still flowing, that your body still has the capacity to renew itself. When your hands are strong, your heart is strong, your circulation is strong, and your confidence naturally grows. The ability to grasp firmly, to create, to hold, is deeply human, and maintaining it connects you to life in its purest form. That's why keeping your grip strong through this simple hand technique is not just a way to prevent tremors. It's a way to extend life, energy, and independence long into your later years.